So what happens when one of the most famous, most private athletes on the planet decides to interview his own partner? Well, that's what we're breaking down today. We've got a super rare Q&A where Cristiano Ronaldo is asking the questions to Georgina Rodríguez, and it's all about finding out who she really is behind the headlines.
Right from the jump, Georgina sets the stakes. This isn't just a casual chat for her. She's on a mission. In a world where everyone thinks they know her, she's trying to grab the microphone and tell her own story in her own words. The real question is, what side of herself is she going to show us?
Okay, so to get people to understand the real her, she's got to start with her public image. The interview just dives right in, headfirst into the crazy pressures of being that famous.
And Cristiano, he doesn't start with a softball question, not at all. He goes straight for the tough stuff, asking what really gets under her skin about being famous. He wants to know about the dark side of it all.
Her answer here is super interesting. On one hand, she gets really frustrated by the lies and the unfairness, the stuff she can't control. But on the other hand, she's leaning right into the fame, confidently teasing that the next season of her show is going to be the best one yet. So she's not just a victim of fame, she's actively using it.
So when it comes down to it, what's the one message she wants to get out to her millions of followers? It's pretty simple actually, but powerful. Be good, stay positive, and go after your dreams. That's kind of like her official mission statement.
But, that's the public brand. The interview then pivots to what's really important to her when the cameras are off. We're moving from the public figure to her private world. And this is where Cristiano asks her about being a mom. I mean, if you really want to show people who you are, this is a huge question. It's about getting past the career and the fame to what she sees as her true identity.
And her answer? It's absolute. 100%. She says what makes her proudest is giving everything she has to raising her kids to be happy and good people. It's a statement of complete and total dedication.
And right in the middle of this really heartfelt moment, we get a perfect glimpse into their real relationship. Cristiano just playfully butts in with, "And me?" It's this little light-hearted joke that reminds you, hey, this isn't some formal interview. This is just them.
All right, next up is a question about a modern problem we all deal with, but for them it's on a whole other level because of their lifestyle, her relationship with her phone. Cristiano asks her straight up, could you live without it?
For her, the phone isn't just about scrolling social media. She sees it as a tool, a lifeline, really. When your family and your work are spread all over the world, that little device becomes the main way you stay connected to everyone you care about. But then she draws a really clear line in the sand. She looks right at Cristiano and tells him, yeah, the phone is important for staying connected, but the connection to him is what she actually can't live without. It's a pretty powerful way of putting technology in its place.
And that kind of honesty really sets the tone for the next part of the interview, where we get a much closer look at how they work as a couple, especially as the questions get even more personal.
So when she's asked, what's the hardest part about being her, she gives this incredibly honest self-evaluation. She admits she's demanding, she's committed, she's all about the details. But she also says she's very empathetic and that her biggest struggle is when she doesn't get that same level of commitment back from others. That's some serious self-awareness.
And right after she gives a super deep, serious answer, Cristiano jumps in to break the tension. He kind of teases her. Could you be a little funny? You're very serious. It just shows you their dynamic. He's the one who lightens things up.
But you know what? The most revealing, most genuine moments of the whole thing were totally unplanned. Cristiano decides to do a final round of surprise questions, and this is where it gets really good.
So she pulls a random question, and it's a doozy. What's the thing that bothers you most about me that you've never actually said out loud? And they both just start laughing because, as they admit, she pretty much says everything she thinks. So what could possibly be left?
Well, it turns out the big secret annoyance is his outfit, the one he's wearing right there during the interview. And she just goes off, giving this hilariously detailed, head-to-toe takedown of his entire look. The shirt, the handkerchief, the sneakers, the ripped pants, nothing is safe.
And after she breaks it all down, she hits him with the final verdict. It's just this moment of brutal, unfiltered honesty that's not just funny, it tells you everything you need to know about how comfortable they are with each other.
So after they have a good laugh at his expense, Cristiano takes the last surprise question for himself, and he completely shifts the tone from hilarious to really, really sweet.
He just asks her, why are you so beautiful? And her answer is so simple, so perfect. Because you look at me with eyes of love. It's this quiet, intimate little moment that just cuts through all the noise and shows you the heart of their relationship.
In the end, Georgina really sums up their whole dynamic with this one sentence. The reason they work, she says, is because they're completely honest with each other, no matter what. That's the foundation.
So when you look back at the whole conversation, it was way more than just a celebrity interview. It was this really raw portrait of a woman trying to balance it all. The huge career, being a devoted mom, and being a totally honest, loving partner.
And that leaves us with one final thing to think about. Was this a truly spontaneous, off-the-cuff look into their lives? Or was it a really smart, carefully crafted bit of public relations? Or maybe, just maybe, when you live in their world, it has to be a little bit of both.